Snow is no stranger to upstate New York in April, and we'll have it as we go into this week. It's meteorologist Joe Martucci here. We have a winter storm warning in effect for all of these counties in blue. This does include places like Glens Falls and Johnsburg up to Ticonderoga from Wednesday at 6 a.m. all the way until Friday at 6 a.m. The Tug Hill Plateau and right along the Lake Ontario lakeshore here will also have that winter storm watch in effect. That will be in effect from 2 p.m. Wednesday until 8 p.m. on Thursday for Jefferson, Lewis, and Oswego counties. Now, let's take a look at our futurecast here. We'll set the clock at 1 a.m. on Wednesday, and it's raining. And we expect rain as we go into Tuesday night and early Wednesday. But as we go into the day, some colder air will start to work in, and you'll see those pinks around the Tug Hill Plateau getting into Ticonderoga at 4 p.m. on Wednesday here. Temperature still well above 32. I don't expect anything to stick. It's still pretty much a wet day for Auburn and Sterling and central New York. But eventually, this does turn to snow from east to west. And 10 p.m. Wednesday, you see that snow into Tug Hill, getting into Ticonderoga. Glens Falls is still raining. Auburn's still raining. But temperatures are cooling. And then we're snowing in most places 2 a.m. Thursday, finally getting into central New York by early Thursday. But by that point, the storm's already moving east, and this will be a Tug Hill Plateau and an eastern New York storm as we go into our Thursday with periods of heavy snow as we go into Thursday morning and moderate intensity for the afternoon. Now, temperatures are generally above 32 degrees. I don't expect much of this to stick to the roads during the day, but overnight, yes, that's when you can see that accumulation on the roads and the highways here. And then we pretty much just see a long duration of light snow Thursday night into the day on Friday. Temperatures marginal to above 32 degrees. I don't think any of this really sticks to the roads or sidewalks. Probably just ends up coating the cars and the grassy surfaces. We'll take a look at our forecast snowfall from the European model. That's what we were looking at before. Thursday at midnight, you see totals pretty low here in these areas. And then as we get into Thursday night and Friday at midnight, that's where the accumulations come in for eastern New York. 2.8 in Glens Falls, 4.5 in Ticonderoga. Remember, though, most of this will not be on the roads, at least on the 87 corridor. Now, when you get into the Tug Hill Plateau, yes, most of this will be sticking at least overnight because temperatures are colder there and there's more snow expected. In terms of ice to come, not expecting much here with this. A few glazy, icy areas around, but not going to be an ice storm. We will see winds increase as we go into this storm. You see wind gusts 40 to 45, even 55 in central New York. Eastern New York, the gusts aren't as high here. So you get the more snowfall along the 87 corridor, but for the thruway itself, when you get out to Syracuse and Auburn, well, that's where you're expecting the stronger winds, even though most of this will be rain. It does get a little gusty everywhere Friday afternoon. So, winter storms on the way. Difficult traveling in the hills and the mountains. I do believe the valley locations are pretty much okay. Just some nuisance driving problems there. Rain slowly turns to a mix and then snow from east to west Wednesday afternoon into Wednesday evening. Power outages and wind damage will be possible, mainly in the Tug Hill Plateau, although it's not ruled out in places like Utica or Syracuse, even getting to Auburn as we go into the storm as well. You can check out more from our Lee Weather Team with our Across the Sky podcast. We have new episodes that come out every Monday, including this past Monday, where we talk about the status of spring. I know it feels far away in this winter storm, but it is coming. Check it out wherever you get your podcasts.